Yeah, good afternoon. It's Jim from JAGfx.com. It is Saturday the 21st of November 2020. This is just my weekly video where I go over all of the pairs I'm trading on the daily time frame using the high probability / divergence trading methods, which are from the two books on the right here. So we'll just look at each chart individually. Like I always say, if I speak too quick or you can't understand me, English is not your first language, just pause the video or slow the video down. You can read my notes. I have plenty of notes on my charts, etc. And also this Word document here just sort of explains what all the different colors, what all the different lines are. You can have a look at that, have a read of that, pause, take a screenshot or do whatever you wish. I will bring it up at the end. So it just basically explains all the different colors and what the lines actually mean, and a brief description of the system itself. So just a setup of the charts. Now if you do like these videos, could you please hit the like button or the subscribe button? That'd be greatly appreciated. And remember, all of my trades are called live at the time in the Facebook group or the Telegram channel, so everyone's more than welcome to join those groups. And that all the trades are also shared on a shared spreadsheet, a results spreadsheet. If you're in the Facebook group, that can be found in the file section. There will be a link to it in the video though. So it's a shared spreadsheet on Google Drive. So there's over 1,000, I think 1,100 trades on the daily charts. So let's have a look at the charts. All right, so this is my watch list on the right. This is TradingView. I do all my analysis these days on TradingView. It's a cleaner, easier for me, just a cleaner looking chart. So alphabetical order, daily charts. If it's highlighted in blue means there's a trade on. If there's no highlight, no trade on. And if it was pink, there would be something happening. But it's been a very quiet week on the daily charts, very boring, but that's the way it is sometimes. Even looking ahead to the week in the news, there's not much happening at all this week either, so don't expect too much, not from a schedule point of view. Obviously stuff can come from left field, they're unexpected, which can change things quickly, so just be aware of that. So you can see here, if you look far left, you see S1, then you've got S2 over here, sequence 1, sequence 2. A while ago, back in this time period, I was basically doing hedging all my trades, even on the daily charts. I've since given up on that. I'm just going the more traditional method now, unless I've got some. The only time I'll hedge on the daily on the daily charts now is if I've got a hidden divergence, which is one of my favorites, or there's another great setup that really appeals to me. So you can read my notes. So sequence 1 starts here. This is the Aussie Swiss. I'm actually down $37. I'm up $80 on this pair. It's a pair I don't like trading that much. I'm gonna ditch it when I finish clearing these sequences. So if you look here, the overall break-even levels, there's two of them. One's for sequence 1 and one's an overall break-even. They're about the same spot. I wish prices just shoot up and bang through there, but you can see the blue line at this level here. It's a big resistance level. Now keep in mind, like you could see and say it's a triple top. Even that could be considered a part, quadruple top. I don't know what you call it, but it's a big resistance level. So ideally, want price to get up there, but it looks like it's rolling over. You can see the MACD Platinum, which is a zero lag MACD. So sequence 1's all these trades here. They're all explained there. You can designate it by the red lines for sells, blue lines for buys. Probably get rid of that line, it's not sort of relevant anymore. So you can, now I'm concentrating on the right edge of the chart. So sequence 2 was my last trade, which was this buy. You can see it here, sequence 2 is a buy based on regular bullish divergence. So I had a stop in place. It went against me a little bit, it's popped up nicely. And the reason the stop now for that trade is up here. So it's up, you can see 13th November, stop up to that level. That's a red dotted line, it's a little bit hard to see. And the reason this grey vertical line here is a warning. There's been a red dot on the MACD Platinum above the zero level. So remember, with the MACD Platinum, when it's above the zero level, I'm looking to sell. When it's below the zero level, I'm looking to buy. So that's the gist of the whole system. And at the moment, we're waiting on a red QMP filter dot, which is this red and green dots on the price chart. which is a combination of the MACD Platinum and the QQE Advanced, which is another indicator which is not displayed on the chart. So when they're in sync, the MACD Platinum and the QQE, it produces these red and green dots on the price chart. Look, you could probably just trade these, and I've done this in the past, just trade these dots on the daily chart. Just put your stop below them, just below the dot itself. Some trades you'll win, some trades you'll have some good runs. You know, if you put your buy here, just put your stop down here. It's a nice, easy. You know, look at some of these, some good pips. You're going to get bounced around a bit. You look in an area like that, but I'll just show you. And this is not a good pair to trade either. So that's Aussie Swiss. So we either got to pop up there to break in, or we're looking to go for another. I would definitely take a sell there, even though it'd be against the trend. It'd be high risk sell, but I like this triple top there. So I'd go with a sell if a sell presents, with a stop above this high. Aussie Yen in a sell here. Again, big resistance, support, depends which way you want to call it. See, it's bounced up here. I don't know how far left. You know, it's an important level, and it's pretty common across all the Aussie pairs at the moment. It's they're looking like they're getting a bit of weakness. MACD's above the 0 level. In a sell, stop and place up there. You can read the notes, pause the video. Not much happening. We're just in profit, but it's high risk because we're going into these MAs. But hopefully this high will hold, the stops above it. Aussie New Zealand in a sell here, and you can read the notes there. It's hidden bearish divergence. I didn't have a stop, it went well, and the MACD Platinum through the 0 level, already closed half, and the stop's just above the entry level at the moment. So if I get stopped out on this, can't lose overall. So that's the Aussie. Now the Aussie USD, another one with, I'll have to tidy it up a bit, an old sequence, like a couple of pairs, like I think the Aussie Swiss above, and I think the Euro Aussie and the New Zealand USD, they're all the same. They've got these old sequences that started way back here. Putting a bit of profit on the table. Don't worry about it, it's not going to get up to 79 cents, I don't think, anytime soon. We've got this sort of level up here. MACD Platinum shows us rolling over, got the grey warning line. This green line, if you see green lines on the charts, it's just it's a big number for whatever reason. In this case, it's the 70 cent level, which is a big round number. And at the moment, price is around the 73 cents, just over 73 cents. It's struggling to get up any higher. There's a 75 just up here. So I've just got this one sequence on, a lot of trades, and I'm building up profit here. So my last trade was this buy in here. So if I was to get a sell trade before it rolled over too far, I just close that buy, add it to the profit, then take a sell and try and get it to the downside, which is where it's my preferred way of trading this pair at the moment, because I started with a sell and I haven't pivoted, so I'm in sell mode still. There's the Aussie. Cad Swiss, probably sound like a broken record. I've got these 3 old buy trades. Now we have to go back a long way to find them. They're back here. Way back last year, October last year. I don't know what happened, I dropped the ball, and I've got these 3 buy trades hanging. So that's them here. This is the overall break-even level for all my trades, a solid yellow line. Got a break-even level for sequence 2, which is here, and a break-even level just for the sequence 1, those old buy trades. I'm not too concerned about the buy trades, even though I wish they weren't there. In the meantime, I'm trying to work this pair, and I'm struggling to make any profit at all on this pair. COVID created havoc, pushed it right down. Now I'm just trying, this thing's just meandering side to side. So I've got sequence 2, you can pause the video, read the notes on sequence 2. Break evens up here, we're actually positive, yeah, plus 10. Last trade was this buy in here, and it just hasn't really taken off. There's a solid sort of resistance level here, and it seems to have held again. And in the meantime, the MACD Platinum's above the 0 level. So yeah, other than those 5 buy trades, this is all pretty tight in here, which is good. It's just a matter of trying to work my way out of it. If we get a new sell, I'll take the sell, add it to this, and possibly look at taking a new sequence 3 sell trade. The good thing about these old buy trades is they're positive swaps, so I'm not losing any money on the swap. In the meantime, I'm just got to keep on trying to add to the profits. and hopefully can offset those one or two of those trades eventually. Cad Yen in a sell here, stops way up here above, again a triple top sort of thing. MAs are all very flat. You know, this thing's just up and down, up and down, up and down, sideways. You can tell the MAs are reflect that. MACD platinum's getting close to the zero level. I may start looking at closing half and tighten this stop right up. You know, that stop's just an emergency stop when the trade's first put on. Ideally, I don't want price ever to hit the original stop or initial stop. I want to try and get that stop either tightened up or close half and tighten it right up. The big number here is 80-cent level, that green line there. So it's looking all right at the moment, but history says it might struggle to get past these lows here. It's just sort of stuck in a range. It's not a great pair to trade, but it's not a hard pair to trade, so I keep at it. Now what's this? Euro Aussie, like I said before, sequence from way back here. I haven't got horizontal lines, I just didn't want to clutter up the chart, so that's why there's no horizontal lines for these first few trades up to here, these few trades in here. COVID, the big move, now we're going sideways, like a lot of pairs at the moment. Got this big support sort of level down here. It is holding, but it's not. You know, like my last trade was this sequence 3 buy with a stop in place. It's taken here, and it's gone against me, and then gone up. Then Friday it's back down again. You know, so generally, if the Aussie USD is heading down, this thing's heading up. If this is Aussie is heading up, this thing's heading down. So I think the Aussie's going to turn, but who knows? So sequence 2 is this sell, and that was up here, and that stops down here. So I'm locking in a profit on sequence 2, so I'm making some money. I've made a bit of cash on this pair, so it's a pair I enjoy trading. And yeah, so it's not too bad, but this sequence 4 buy trade, yeah, it's not looking that good at the moment. And also obviously the sequence 1, got to try and work my way out of that. So that's the Aussie, that's the Euro Aussie. Euro Cad in a buy trade, going nowhere. The stop was originally down here, went through the MACD platinum. There wasn't enough, sort of, it was only about 30 pips or something on the table, not enough really to justify taking half. So all I did was tighten the stop right up. So I've just reduced my overall risk on this trade, and in the meantime this thing's just gone sideways. That's, what's that, Friday, Thursday, Wednesday, Tuesday, Monday, Friday. A week of just absolutely nothing. Up, down, up, there. Euro pound, what am I in here? This one, I started with a buy here. I'm only in the one sequence, took a buy. Then I took a second buy. MACD platinum still below the zero level. It broke the trend line. I drew a trend line down here, broke it, so I took a second buy. Then it went against me. Ended up with a sell signal, which is a little bit hard to see, but there's a sell signal in there. Yeah, hopefully there's to one dot. There was a red dot in there. Yeah, I'll check that. There was a sell signal in there. Now we're going back. It's starting to head back up again. There's a green dot on the MACD platinum below the zero level, hence the grey vertical line. And now it's fallen away again. So at the moment I'm hedged. So basically I took a buy, second buy, then a hedge sell. And I'm not sure what happened to that red QMP dot. I'm sure there was one there. Might be seeing things. All right, we'll move on. Euro Yen. In a sell here, it was a high risk trade, stop and place, nice little double top up here, but we're into the MAs. The trend's possibly changing. The MACD platinum's above the zero level. You can see my notes, trading, high risk traders trading into the MAs, but nice triple top or resistance level there. Bang, 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 3 times. Stop and place there. It's going nowhere fast, but it's a valid sell signal, just with a bit of risk. Euro New Zealand in a sell signal from back here. Got a stop there, going nowhere. MACD platinum's below the zero level. I'm always drawing my trend lines in this case we're regular bullish divergence is setting up, possibly, hasn't been confirmed yet. Monday move stop down, that's from last week. Yeah, so it hasn't been confirmed yet. I draw these lines in and I just adjust them every day. If they're now no longer valid, I just delete them. So we're in a sell, doing all right. It's a pair I don't mind trading. Euro USD, not in any trades at the moment. I was in a buy but got stopped out, and now it's gone up a little bit, but struggling to break this previous high, which it even extend to the left here. It's having problems. It's going a bit sideways this week. Not really exciting at all. Grey line there because there is a red dot on the MACD platinum above the zero level. So it's just a warning. Made a few dollars on this pair, but nothing happened at the moment. Pound Aussie, no trades on at the moment. It is meandering also. Big support resistance level here. Again, warning line. MACD platinum below the zero level. Well, there's actually a buy signal here. I didn't take it. It was just a high risk sort of looking trade to me into the MAs. No supporting divergence. Didn't take the buy trade. In hindsight, it's gone nowhere really, so it's probably a good thing. Pound CAD. Now this is one pair I'm probably going to ditch. I'm struggling with it a bit. I haven't made much money on it. Profit to date saying $62. I started this sequence back here and I'm just struggling to get out of it. It's just, and look at the movement of this pair. Again, it's a CAD pair, Canadian dollar pair. I am struggling a little bit with them. And I did stuff up in here. I did change my a version of my QMP filter after I started the sequence, so there's a couple extra trades in there that don't line up with the dots. You can see my notes down the bottom here about it. Yeah, so I'm hedged at the moment, so I'm going nowhere. Ideally, my last trade was a sell, yeah, there, and hasn't been a buy signal anywhere there. So what I should be doing is probably drawing a trend line, but it's not even a good place to draw a trend line. Now let's have a look here. Maybe geez, I'll be struggling. Maybe across there, something like that, and look for it. If I don't get a buy signal, if I get a buy signal, I'll have to take the buy. I'm hedged at the moment. It won't be no, I'd probably ignore it because I'm hedged at the moment. The MACD platinum's above the zero level, so really I'm looking for sell. If it rolled over and gave me a sell, break the trend line, I could probably add to that and try and clear this sequence. I'm going to probably get rid of this pair off my daily charts. Trading like this is just not working for me at all. Pound Swiss, this is a pair I don't mind trading. In no trades at the moment. All I've got is a warning line with a red dot above on the MACD platinum above the zero level. But you know, look, it's been above the zero level for a while now. Pound pairs have been a bit all over the shop because there's been some more Brexit news. Pound yen in a sell. You can see my notes. Higher risk trade is trading into the MAs, which are pretty flat anyway, but technically they're up. There was regular bearish divergence there, hence the trade was taken with a stop in place. Now it's going nowhere fast. If I'd say, for example, on Monday or Tuesday I got a buy signal and this was still below the entry level or close to it, I would just close that trade, take the loss or the small profit. I won't let it get to that stop up there anyway. So make it a few dollars in this pair. It's a pair I don't mind trading. You see it moves nicely, but at the moment that's a week. It's just sideways. It was a very quiet week on the daily charts. Pound New Zealand. Now this is one I am in a little bit of not strife with. So if you look right back here, S1. Sequence 1 is all back in late January this year. So I'm in a lot of trades on this, probably too many trades for my liking. You can see my 1 sequence, 2 sequence, 3 sequence, and there's a lot of trades. Overall, mine is 0.78. Overall break even is right where price is now. Now, you're probably saying, why don't you close it if you're at overall break even? Ideally, I want to get down. This dotted orange line is an alert, which is on this sort of support level. I want it to get price to get down there so I can close all the trades and don't lose too much on the overnight interest rate. On the swap, if I close all the trades now, I'd probably take a hit of about $1,500, which would obviously keep me in profit still overall because this pair, look at the profit I've made on this pair. But I'm a bit of a, pardon me, I'm a bit of a sucker for punishment. I like trade this pair, so I'm quite happy. Even if I got a buy signal, I would look at closing out the last sells, adding to the profit, then my overall adding to these sequences, and my break even would be up here somewhere. So I keep on working it. I just want to try and not lose any money. Now I've made this profit, I don't want to lose any. But if we just got to push down a little bit, but we're in the danger zone. The MACD platinum's below the 0 level. We've got a green dot, hence the grey line. But yeah, I'm slowly getting there. Pound USD, give me a bit of grief at the moment. I took a sell here. I'm in the one sequence. You can see again it's a pound pair. MACD platinum's been above the 0 level the whole time. There's a sell followed by a buy, and I hedged this one. This is a hedge sequence because of the hidden divergence, the hidden bearish divergence. So I took the buy, took a second sell, took a second hedge buy, then took a third sell here. Now it's gone up against me. There's been no buy signal. I've drawn this trend line across here. So if this thing rolled over and got me another sell signal, I would take it. But in the meantime, it looks like it's possibly going to be a buy, not on Monday. There's nothing coming up on Monday for the daily charts. If it was a buy, I'd just hedge again. At the moment, my break-even's at the 129.806, where that yellow dotted line is. It's not going anywhere close to that at the moment. It's a pair I've made plenty of profit on. I was lucky on some trades, and I've made plenty of profit on this pair. New Zealand Cad in a buy from back here. Did take a sell in here, lost money on, I think, $26. And yeah, so we're going out nicely. Grey line. The MACD platinum's getting a long way above the 0 level, which means it's getting close to extreme. Also, price is moving a long way from the MAs, which means it's getting extreme too. So if we got a sell signal somewhere up here, I'd be looking to take the sell. It'd be a high risk trade because you're going into the trend, obviously. But if this partial buy remains in place, the stops all the way up here, so I'm locking in that profit there. So I've well and truly covered that first buy loss. I would take the sell, even though there's probably no supporting divergence by looks. It's getting the extremes, MACD platinum and price away from the MAs. But yeah, it's a pair I don't mind trading. Made a little bit of profit on, which is good. New Zealand Yen. There was a sell signal up here recently. I didn't take it. There was no. This level here is pretty significant, if I remember right. Yeah, sort of bang bang. You can see it now. Price is on it. So normally what was resistance sometimes becomes support. So it wouldn't have been a smart trade to take. You know, it may pay out. It's still a valid sell signal at the moment. I could still take it. The MACD's starting to roll over to the downside. Price has gone sideways this week. Very quiet week. This number's the 70-cent level, the green. So yeah, it's just a high risk trade. I didn't take it. You know, I'm still kicking myself because I didn't take this buy trade here either. And that's one that was based on that triple bottom. I didn't take it. I don't know why. Yeah, well. New Zealand USD, like the Aussie, like I said, old sequence 1, but I've also got a sequence 2 on the Aussie. So this one's back here. We've got some profit on the table. We're not going to get up to the break even, which is up here. I don't think this thing's rolling over. The MACD platinum's above the 0 level. The sequence 2 is also a hedge sequence because it started with hidden bearish divergence. So we had a sell here, then we had a hedge buy, waiting for a second sell. And if we get a sell signal somewhere in here, this 10th buy would be closed. I would add to the profit. Then I would take another sell, 10th sell, and come back to the downside. That's the plan. It's a pair I like trading. It's not too much of a mover, except maybe at COVID. Now here's my pet hate pair. We all hear it every week. You hear me whinging about the USD Swiss franc. It's not a pair I enjoy trading, and once I'm finished with it, I'm finished with it. But in the meantime, we've got sequence 1, sequence 2, sequence 3. Start all the way over here, 26th of March. The good thing is I'm adding to my profit. I've got nearly 6,000 in profit, but I'm having just trouble clearing some of these trades. It's got this big support base at the moment. It's gone nowhere this week. I've just got to be a little bit patient with this. My last trade was a buy. Yeah, in here. What's the sequence 4? Sequence 4 was a sell. So my last trade was actually a sell. Sorry. So that was a sell. So sequence 1's hedged. I know it's a bit messy, the charts. I'll try to move it around a bit. So you can pause the video, read it all. So sequence 1's hedged, sequence 2's hedged, so I'm not just locking in losses there. Sequence 3 is actually overall negative to the downside, so I've pivoted one sequence, which is good because they're all going the same way at one stage. And sequence 4 is a sell, all in here, nil stop in place, because even that's got hidden bearish divergence. So this is going to be another sequence. The big number here is 90-cent level. We've got this big support level at the 90-cent level. Not sure where it's going to go, but we're just trying to keep on working these trades and add to this profit, and eventually we'll clear all these trades. It's a pain. It's a pair I will be, when I've cleared it, I will be removing it from my watch list. There's no need for it. I've got the Euro USD, they're inversely correlated, so yeah, that'll do me. And finally, USD Japanese Yen in a sell here. I've already closed half and moved my stop down as the MACD Platinum sort of went through the zero level or close to it. It's been a tough pair to trade for me recently. I do like trading it, but I've just had a bit of trouble lately. I don't know why. One of the reasons being I was probably tightening it up too tight on a lot of trades and getting stopped out prematurely. Like this sell, I could have got a lot more out of it. I think this buy I took too. And yeah, I've been a bit average with my trade management. So that's it for the pairs. It's pretty quick. It was a fairly, as I said, it's a very quiet week. I'm looking at the news ahead. There's not much happening at all. Yeah, not much at all. High impact stuff, nothing. So I'll just bring that sheet up again. Like I said, all these trades are recorded on a shared spreadsheet, results spreadsheet that's available through, well, there'll be a link to that spreadsheet in the video description, but it's also in my Facebook group. I call all these trades in the Facebook group and the trade management, so you'll know about any stop movements or stop outs or any anything. So it's all there, it's all above board, very transparent. If you do like the video, guys, please subscribe or hit the like button like I already requested. And thanks for everyone that's joined any of my groups, whether it be the subscribe to the YouTube channel or the Facebook group or the Telegram channels, etc. Much appreciated. And hopefully we'll get some pips. Enjoy the rest of the weekend. I've got a game of rugby to go to soon, Australia versus Argentina. So that'll be interesting. And enjoy the weekend. Stay safe, and I will chat to you good folk later. Cheers.